Saeed Mahmood Shah Sahab, do you not think that the state banks increase in the retention limit for the foreign currency in special accounts from 35% to 50%, and efforts to stabilize rupee and inflation nosedive has played a vital role, particularly in export surge when we are talking about IT and other products. So, how do you see how this is actually contributing into the digital arena and the digital technology enhancement in Pakistan?
Very rightly identified factors. The retention of the foreign currency from 35% to 50% has enabled the IT exporters, both the freelancer community as well as the IT export oriented companies. They now have more liquidity in terms of the foreign exchange. It is said that if you want to export, you have to spend here and at the destination as well. So the export cannot go to a destination only by receiving the money from that destination.
Obviously,
you also have to spend in terms of marketing there, in terms of cultivating resources there, in terms of business promotion there. So now the companies are more able to spend in the foreign currency form at the destination and get more of the business. So this will help by many folds. How? The liquidity is one part in the total policy. There are other parts as well, which means that you can, sublet certain kind of services that the Pakistan may not be able to provide, or the companies here may not be able to provide. So you don't have to really go into the exchange mechanism of the currencies. You don't in fact have to go into the mechanism of buying the foreign currency from the open market, and you get your money wasted for paying to other foreign destinations. As an export hub, you have to be both accommodative as well as liquefied. The financial freedom of your exporters, or financial freedom of the people who are selling services abroad, is one of the most important factor in terms of enhancing the total remittances or the total exchange foreign exchange that they may be getting in their accounts. So this policy has helped the industry manifold. This policy has helped the freelancers manifold, and this policy, with the continuation and with even extension into the increased limits, will definitely increase Pakistan's exports abroad.
Definitely, you are absolutely right. When we are talking about exports, it means that it's economy, and strengthening the economy is the main goal. A very robust and strong telecom sector is inevitable if we want to have real-time digital transformation. Saeed Mahmood Shah Sahab, World Bank suggests that almost half of Pakistan's IT, information technology industry, actually comprises of the freelancers, and it's fourth largest globally, preceded by US, UK and Brazil, while India stands at 7th in ranking. And they are source of estimated 1.2 billion US dollars annually into the country's economy. Do you not think that their outcome could be enhanced, that could be multiplied manifolds, and particularly with more innovation and creativity, having more ideas into the that arena, if all growth barriers actually get removed?
Very rightly brought out. In fact, individuals matter. And in IT ecosystem, freelancers do matter. These are the individuals on getting matured, they form companies and they get into the company ecosystem. The same companies on more maturity or with experience, they become multinational companies, and thereby they become the unicorns. So what I mean to say is, at the heart of the IT ecosystem around the world, the freelancers lie.
Definitely.
And future belongs to the freelancers. Now, we do have freelancers, but their valuation and their kind of I must say, the packages that they are getting in terms of the financial compensation for their work is much lower in comparison to the world. We have to really skill the people. We are facing, alhamdulillah, youth bulge, and that's a big opportunity. So we have to skill the people, and the people already in the industry have to be upskilled. So we have to upskill the existing freelancers, and then we in certain cases, we also have to reskill the people. And apart from this skilling part or their capacity building part, as individually, we have to overall facilitate them in many manners. We have to expose them firstly to the international standards, to the international ways of working, to the first world freelancers, whereby they can learn how people value add to their work, and value add in terms of earning more for the same piece of work that somebody may be doing
Definitely,
across
you
the
are right,
continent.
because we cannot let the private sector lose, because there should have to be oversight, along with that regularization and some sort of structuring or restructuring of that overall arena, because it is important to not only to feed those people who are actually creative and doing the real work, but also this and or at least regularize the third party, because actually the third party is getting the benefits, and
Yes.
those who are real skilled people, they are losing.
In fact, we don't have any platform. You have very rightly brought out that we need to introduce a platform, and we need to introduce a system of the trust for the money. So we have to have a system under grand policy for freelancers. We have to evolve a policy that is all encompassing, not only looking at them as individuals, but also looking at them as an individual industry.
Definitely, we have to
And,
look,
you know,
give them confidence that the state is there for
Yes.
them, and state is looking after
Yes.
them. They are not in isolation, really.
Yes.
Ayub Shah Sahab, Pakistan has half of the female of the woman population, and very talented. Why not to educate, train and empower our young girls by evolving a national program like Learn to Earn for Pakistan, something like that. Like Pakistan Software Export Board just recently launched its first ever women's software technology park at the Women's University Bagh, Azad Kashmir. Supporting over 2,800 women entrepreneurs through various programs. So why not we are having a startup regarding our women, our youth, our girls particularly, so that they can be skilled, because they are half of the population and we cannot afford to just side them away.
Exactly. The national productivity is a sum total of individual productivity.
Obviously.
And how can we leave about 50% individuals out of the productivity ecosystem? We have to get them into not only the productivity, but also the value added productivity. And there's a need, of course, government is doing a lot, and a lot of steps have been taken, and they are really appreciable, like the one you mentioned by the Pakistan Software Export Boards. The women empowerment has to come in, not only in terms of empowering financially or providing them the ecosystem or providing them the infrastructure, but also a kind of a motivation that has to
Yes.
come in, because our society is somehow a closed society.
Yes,
And our rural population segment of the women is quite sizable. So we have to ensure an outreach to the rural segment of the female and the woman in order to bring them into the limelight, and empower them by skilling them in the IT sector. There are many of the areas which may not need that much of a education or training, like designing and others, and they are more creative in nature, which can be taken down to the rural women. What we have to ensure is their connectivity, better connectivity. What we have to ensure is their inclusion. What we have to ensure is the outreach to them and bringing them on board. So yes, for the women empowerment and for the women onboarding in IT sector, I think freelancing is the best model. It suits our society, it suits our geo dispersion of the population, and it suits other kind of factors which we have prevailing in our society.
Definitely, you are absolutely right. But thank you very much, Sayyid Ayub Shah Sahab, for your presence. Thank you very much, Dalla Sahab, for your presence here in the studios. Viewers, as you have just listened to our panelists, Pakistan has an immense potential to become a major player in the global digital economy with a growing talent pool, and obviously the cost-effective and cost competitiveness in the digital market available here in Pakistan. Although it's moving, Pakistan is moving at the fast pace in the digital arena, but still lots of challenges persist. We have to focus on these challenges and eradicate and end all these challenges, like end digital divide. We have to improve the internet access. We have to give uninterrupted power and the internet supply to the different areas, and